Hey everyone, I'm back again with another video, and this one is a two-story video, so be sure to stick around for the second story as well. The first one is titled, I came back home from deployment and found my wife in bed with another man. Please be sure to like the video and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Let's get right into it. You know, being in love is probably one of the most beautiful things in life, but it's also one of the most dangerous things. Life is all about risk, I know that. I joined the Marines as a private, now I'm a corporal. Busted my A, but I'm here. I want to stay a Marine for the rest of my life, or at least I wanted to. I'm in a tough spot. I married my wife 3 years ago. When I married her, I was so in love. Everything she did made me smile. How she looked at me, how she smiles, laughs, plays with her hair, I loved it all. Now, I don't know if I love this woman at all. I was deployed for 8 months. Now, while I was at base, my brothers at base would always tell me women only marry soldiers for benefits. You know, benefit pays, healthcare, education, vacations, all that. They say wives get lonely when we get deployed and bring home a friend while I'm here. I didn't listen to any of this, right? Not all women are like that, right? Well, I don't know anymore. It's not my place to say every woman is like this now. When I flew home, I had to take a 12-hour flight. I wanted to see my family so bad, a wife and a beautiful princess. Being away from my baby is like getting punched in the stomach a billion times until I see her again, although I chatted with her all the time. I go inside thinking they were there. I saw no one home. I sat down waiting for them, called my wife and she didn't pick up. No text, nothing. I went to the kitchen and I started hearing some thumps. It's coming from the basement. When I opened the door, I heard a guy moaning. I head down quietly. It benefited me that we have very soft, furry-like carpet. And wow, I caught my wife blowing someone I know that I graduated with in high school. We weren't best friends or anything, but we did know each other. I couldn't believe this. Now, I don't play this crap. I jumped on the bed and beat this man. Not brutally like other guys do, but enough to give him a black eye and a busted lip. He knows that she's my wife. He knows that I was away. Wife was screaming not to hit him, that she's sorry. Since that moment, my home was being at base. This home is nothing but ruined memories. My brothers were right about marriage, about my wife. Never again will I trust my wife, or if I divorce, I want to stay a Marine, which means it'll be a waste of time to marry again. Yes, we are still married. This was not too long ago. I regret staying with her every day. I look at her now. When she smiles at me, I just look away. When she hugs me, I just look at something else, putting one arm around her. When she tries to kiss me, I turn my head. Our favorite thing was to try out something we've never ate before. We would go to other states just to eat at the highest rated restaurants. We haven't done that since before the day I left to Asia. I'm just not in love anymore. When I talk about divorce, she jumps on me saying she's so sorry, showing fake tears, that she will never do that again, that she loves me. She confessed to sleeping with him 3 times. I'm all over the place, I know. So while I was away, the entire time, she only slept with him 3 times? Yeah, okay. I'll be honest, I probably should be nominated for being the most distancing husband. She cries to me saying she misses me, that what she did was a mistake, that she'll do anything for us to be the same as before. We don't argue, but we are more than distant than enemies. She constantly suggests for us to go see a counselor. All they're going to do is tell us to make up. Anything that involves touching her or making eye contact more than 1 second, I'm not doing it. That's why I'm not going. I wasn't worried about my daughter. She looks so much like me. She has my ears, eye color, and my blonde hair. I don't need no DNA test. And even if she wasn't mine, she's my life. I would never leave her. She's the reason I don't divorce and finish off my marriage. One of my brothers at base didn't rub it in my face. I remember they were saying, when you go home and find your wife on bed with someone else, we're going to say we told you so. But he didn't say that. He said, I'm ruining my life with the right person. He said, if I don't divorce, I will be miserable when I could find someone great. Yeah, sure. I just want to go back home, but due to this pan, it won't happen. I wish everyone a blessing and stay inside safely. And the first comment says, I am sorry for the loss of your marriage. Just remember, you are not at fault. The fault is 100% on your wife. I would not be able to stay married to a wife who cheated on me. You will not be able to forget the cheating, and it will haunt you for as long as you are married. Divorce your wife. There are women out there who do not cheat. plenty of them. Don't stay with your wife a day longer than you have to. Talk to a lawyer to see what rights you have and what divorce will be like. You're still in the military. Is the Jody in the military? If he is, get the JAG office on his A. Good luck. Remember, once a cheater, always a cheater. And a commenter replies, also jumping onto this to say, not all marriage counselors want you to kiss and make up. I've supported a few couples in parting better, and I know my colleagues who practice divorce and separation therapy to do so and help people separate, while navigating love for the children, pets, making changes, etc. And you can always set your goals in therapy. And the next story is titled, My wife had an affair with a female co-worker. 6 months after D-Day and attempted reconciliation, she tells me her AP is also going on a weekend getaway as I drop her off at the airport. Let's get right into it. D-Day was 6 months ago this week. I wasn't suspicious in the least, but accidentally saw a text message that caused me to look at another message which revealed that my wife was having an affair with a female co-worker. She claims it never went further than just texting, but the text references physical acts. Giving her the benefit of the doubt, we'll call it an emotional affair. She was also having problems with drinking. She was apologetic when she got caught and agreed to go to counseling and do whatever it took to make things work. I went to counseling too and was attempting reconciliation. We both grew up Mormon and left the church a few years back, but because of that experience, we are both a bit messed up as to what is acceptable and normal in a relationship and with alcohol, etc. That makes this double hard. I was raised to think that these were all wrong, but have changed and don't have a problem with it. I do have a bit of a problem when my wife decides to cheat on me by having an affair with a woman. Both of us want to make things work for the kids. At least, that is what we say. We both came from divorced parents and wanted our kids to not have that. Cutting off her AP/co-worker was not really possible given the circumstances. I asked her to not be involved with her outside of work. She agreed. She also cut back on drinking and going out. She said that she was open and willing to do whatever. Gradually, I noticed that she was still being sneaky from time to time. After I caught her and confronted her, she no longer texted regularly with AP on text messages. Instead, she went to Snapchat where I could see she was the most recent message, but couldn't see what was shared. Last month, I was going to help her with her phone and she snatched it away nervously when a notification sound went off, and I saw it was a snap from the AP. She said they just chat casually about work stuff. On a weekend? Yeah, right. She assures me nothing is going on. I think it is more than that, and her AP is not willing to leave her marriage, and so my wife doesn't really have an option. I've repeated again that I would prefer she would not be involved with her. Last weekend, I went out with her to a Cove-safe outdoor work event. She drank heavily and afterwards convinced me to go somewhere else with a group that included her AP. I pretended to be okay and went along with it, including an awkward interaction with the AP. Driving home a very drunk wife, she talked about how good and loyal I was and then proceeded to tell me the perfect person for me was someone else we knew. She said that she still wanted to make it work. She also told me for the first time that she had told a parent and sibling of hers about what she had done. Yesterday, she told one of my siblings what she had done, without telling me first, and I think knowing that it would piss me off. She had a semi-valid excuse for why, but didn't think it was bad until I said, what if I called up another of your siblings and told? Today, I was driving her to the airport. She's going for a weekend away with some coworkers. She previously named 2 people that were not her AP and I was okay with it. As we are pulling up to drop her off, I ask where she's staying and she describes a different place than what she told me originally. I said, why did it change? She said, it just didn't work out. I said, so who's going, X and Y? She says, yeah, oh, and AP. I lost it and called her a bunch of words. I took her out to drop and we talked for a couple of minutes. She tried to gaslight me and said we talked about this. I told you. I said, no you didn't. And I know she knows we didn't, by the way, as she disclosed it to me. She promises that nothing is happening between them, and I said I don't know that and I have no reason to trust you. She tells me that she doesn't love AP, she just liked the friendship and got caught up in it. Also, said that AP doesn't want to destroy her own marriage. I told her that she needed to figure out what she wants out of life, and she says, I want this and our family. I said, your decisions don't reflect that. I told her to take the weekend to think about it. After I left, she called to apologize and said that she would have been honest with me and that she doesn't know why she's being like this. She offered to stay home. I told her no, she should go and have fun and think about if that is what she wants. She said you should do the same. I said, I know what I want. I'm not the one that went and had an affair. I'm still here despite what you've done. I said you really need to think about the consequences, reminding her that divorce is expensive. I said, I'm not saying that to threaten you, just to say that you should know I won't be taken advantage of in this situation. She knows that financially we are strong together. It has been 6 months and this is the closest I have been to calling it quits. I know some will see that as the best option, others may not. I wanted reconciliation and knew that it wouldn't be easy, but she's making it even harder. Based on what I've written, I'm guessing most of you can see the writing on the wall better than I can. She's probably done, right? Should I keep trying? Is there anything to salvage or just cut my losses and stop the status quo? Am I stupid? Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss any of our future videos, and be sure to comment below what other subreddits you want me to cover.